obviously unlucky not to get the result today, but you must take a bit of confidence knowing that if a couple of moments had gone England's way, it could have been quite a close finish.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of credit due. We had got 200 on a pitch that I think the par score batting first was about 250. So, yeah, putting in an effort to almost defend that was, I think you can take a lot of confidence from it.
And how was your own bowling today? It seemed like you spoke about before the series, you had a few other tricks to Arsenal. How was it coming out today?
Yeah, I feel in a really good place. I think coming off the back of a bit of confidence in South Africa, I feel really good. And today I varied it up a bit, and I feel like I kept my length and my line pretty consistent. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at.
Did you feel like there were times there where you just hurt yourselves a bit? I mean, obviously like the catch, a couple of drop catches towards the end, a couple of wickets that fell.
Sorry.
Did it feel like a few times there that England, you guys hurt yourself a little bit? Just like a few drop catches there, a couple of the wickets, top order wickets, for instance.
Yeah, I think there are a few things that we could definitely work on and moving forward. Obviously, Australia caught very well, and we dropped a few in at important moments. But I think moving forward, we can obviously there's a few places where we can work on and really focus on the next game. But I think as a whole, we can take a fair amount of confidence from the game.
Aaron, how do you deal with the conditions? Obviously, it's pretty muggy out there, condensed, a lot of travel, a lot of difference from back home. Your planes, trains, automobiles. How are you really dealing with that as a team?
I think it is all the reason why we train so hard, and I think it's a lot of behind the scenes is why it's all worth it, I guess. It is going to be tough. Obviously, we fly tomorrow, we play, and it's going to be a tough schedule. But it's why we train, and hopefully we can keep putting on strong performances.
And how do you find as well, you obviously have great crowds in the UK, this is a sellout, I think it's a sellout today in North Sydney. How did you find the response of the crowd out here in Sydney, I guess?
Yeah, it's amazing that it was a sellout, but it wasn't quite as comforting as when we were playing in England. They were definitely a bit more hostile, but it's great. I think it's great that women's cricket's getting these crowds, and whether they're for or against you, I think it's just great playing in front of this many people, I think, yeah.
What's the overriding feeling then heading into the next game?
Well, I think we're one game into a pretty long series, and we're obviously 2-0 down, but we're going to have to start the next game and imagine it's 0-0 and go again. And I think that is the beauty of these series. We can come back and we're just going to have to reset and work. Yeah, go with our plan and just go again.
Any particular learnings you take from today to work on for that one?
I think we'll sit down as a team and review, and I obviously haven't had a chance to do that yet. But yeah, I think obviously our batting group will get together and work out. It will obviously be different conditions over in Melbourne, so we'll have to adjust to them. But I think together we'll get together as a group and work out the little bits we can tidy up, and hopefully put on a better performance on whatever day it is.
Challenge does that present, going to a different ground every game, which probably hasn't been the case on other tours or in a lot of other countries?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Obviously, we've played here today and we now know the conditions of how to play here if we were to play again, but we're not. We're going to Melbourne, so we're just going to have to adapt really quickly, communicate with the girls that maybe have played at Junction Oval, and try and get as much information as we can about the pitch, and then I guess the opening batters, if we bat first, or the opening bowlers, it's just really important to communicate what the pitch is doing as soon as we get there, basically.
There aren't many bigger wickets than Elise Perry in this sport. Do you feel confident that throughout the series you can maybe be the person the team can rely on?
Oh, I don't know if I can be the person, but yeah, she's obviously. I mean, their top 4, top 5 are all massive wickets, and if you can get any of them, you've really helped the team. But I was obviously really happy to get her, and I had to stand my ground a little bit and tell Heather and Amy that I thought it was out because it was 2v1. But I'm glad I did.
It seemed to take a while before you actually went for the review, or Heather did. Were you pretty confident it was out?
Yeah, I really, really thought it was out. Heather and Amy weren't sure, and I didn't want to be the one to lose our last review, but I'm really glad I stood firm.
I was listening on the radio, and there's actually a lot of people up in the UK stayed up with work to go to tomorrow. How does that make you feel about the support that you're getting, just the growth in the game back home, men and women and young, but we also saw a lot of young boys as well looking for autographs as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it showed in the Ashes in England how much support we have back home, and it's great that they're there, they're supporting us. We've got a fair amount of people travel to see us here, families and people like that, but it's great to know that we have got support, even if maybe we're a bit outnumbered in these grounds.
Lauren,
Lauren, can you just talk us through that the Gardner drop by Eccles? It looked like you were kind of celebrating and you thought that she had it.
Well, Sophie doesn't drop many catches, so yeah, it's very rare to see a Sophie Eccleston drop. And I mean, I think she had it. I don't think she could do that again if she tried. She hit her elbows, didn't she, and it popped out. But I was celebrating. I was sure. But yeah, is what it is. People drop catches.
Do you think if that catch had been taken, you would have won?
Oh, that's a big statement. I don't think I can say if we would have won or not. I can't see into the future, but I guess it would have been. I don't even know how many runs they needed at that point, to be honest. So, it could have changed the game, could have not, but we'll never know.